Hey y'all, oh my gosh, I know it's been a really long time. I'm not making excuses for it. College got in the way. We'll see what happens. But I could not resist putting up a video for what I think was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever done, and that is 24-hour Disney. That's right. I went to Disneyland for 24 hours for the Diamond Celebration, and I had the time of my life. So I just kind of want to make this video for anybody who's thinking about doing it in the future, what to expect, what to bring, um, just basically how to make it a good time, what we did. So yeah, I'm going to just get started right away. First and foremost, I want to say that my goal was not to just do everything in the park. I didn't really have a goal. I just wanted to be on Disney property for 24 hours. So I didn't get there right at 6 o'clock in the morning. We parked at 6:18 in the morning, and we didn't leave the parking lot until 6:18 in the morning, or like 6:30 in the morning. So we did exactly 24 hours on Disney property, and that's good enough for me at this point. Just because I was exhausted. So yeah, so I'm going to start off with things to bring, what I brought and what I ended up loving that I brought, because people were making fun of me before and they ended up being like, you were right. So the first and foremost, the thing that you should bring is, of course, your Mickey ears. If you're planning on buying them there, then buy them there. But I brought these. These are my favorite Mickey ears, or my mini ears. They're my pink and sparkly ones, and I bought them a few years ago, and I think they're my favorite, and I haven't seen, well, they're definitely my favorite. I have never wanted to buy another pair after this because it so describes me. So, I brought this bag with me. It is not Disney. It actually has a Hello Kitty on it, but it's kind of my travel bag because it's really small and it can fit a lot of things. Um, so yeah, definitely bring a backpack, or if you're going with a group, maybe you could, one person brings a big backpack and you just switch off with it. But I think in my group, everyone brought their individual backpack because we just wanted to be responsible for our own things. So yeah, this is it. In that backpack, I brought, basically, this in here is all my medicine that I brought. I brought some antacids, I brought for your stomach, I brought some pain relievers, because y'all know if you're going to be out for 24 hours at Disneyland, you're going to get a headache at some point, so I brought that. I brought some cough drops in case the screaming got to me, which it didn't, and I think I brought some Dayquil, because I thought I was getting sick, but I didn't. I'm really happy. But yeah, people were like, why are you bringing a CVS pharmacy with you? And they ended up actually needing some of this, so I was like, haha, I was right. So yeah, definitely bring some, like a little first aid kit or a mini emergency kit, just in case, because I don't think you want to be paying money at Disneyland for really overpriced Advil. So yeah, deodorant I brought, because, you're going to be at Disneyland for 24 hours, you're going to be sweating, you're going to get stinky. Deodorant. I realize at 4 o'clock in the morning people don't exactly smell good, so I didn't want to be one of those people, so deodorant. I brought some hand sanitizer because there's a lot of germs, and like I said, I thought I was getting sick, so I was trying to avoid that as much as possible. I brought makeup, and that's just me. You don't have to bring it. I brought it. I knew we were going to be taking a lot of pictures, so I wanted to make sure I looked good. And I really didn't want to look exhausted at 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I brought some makeup. I didn't use it that much, but I think I just brought some concealer and some eyeliner. And that's all I reapplied, and lipstick, but I ended up not stopping to reapply that because that was just pointless. But yeah, I brought a little bit of makeup. And my most important tip with this Disney trip is to bring all of the portable chargers, just all of them, all of them. I actually had this one before I had planned the trip, and it's not the best, to be honest with you. That's why I bought a few other ones. So this was my like last resort one. So I bought this one, and then for the trip I bought a better little portable charger, which does like a charge and a half, or a charge depending on if you're using it while you're charging it, which I definitely did. And this one, which is a case that charges your phone as you're as it's in the case. This one was probably my favorite buy that I did. It was about $25, but it was so worth it. It did like almost 2 full charges. It was great. I loved it. I'll probably link these two down in the description box just in case if you want to actually have one of these. I definitely recommend the case, but this is great as well just for normal uses. And you need to make sure you have your cord for that too. So definitely, if you're planning on lasting 24 hours at any place, definitely bring something that you could charge your phone with, because there's like chargers in the bathroom, and if you're lucky you'll get a table next to a charger when you eat, a charging outlet when you eat, but it's very rare and I would not count on it. So that's basically all the things that you should bring, but you should also bring a jacket. Common sense things, jacket, because it gets cold, and it was actually one of the colder days there. And of course, comfortable shoes. I have these. I was all pinked out that day. I was wearing these. I was wearing my ears, and I was wearing like a bright pink Mickey mini shirt. I was all pinked out that day. Your feet are gonna get tired. This is not a day at Disneyland to wear flip-flops or flats or boots. Your feet are gonna get tired. Mine, thankfully, weren't starting to give out until about 3:30 in the morning. I mean, they were hurting, but they were just not giving out until 3:30 in the morning when it started getting unbearable. But if you don't, so I can only imagine if you're wearing like flip-flops and things like that, how tired your feet would get. So make sure you bring comfortable shoes. I cannot stress this enough. Do not think you can do it because you can't. Period. Without these. You cannot do it without comfortable shoes. Period. End discussion. Like, I don't want to discuss it. We're done. So, what to expect at Disney, 24-hour Disney. Get there early. Like I said, we got there a little late. We got there at like 6:15, but we're college students, so I went with a few people in my hall, and that was so much fun. It was like one of my first times that I went without like my parents. I went for grad night without my parents, and I went like with a few of my friends, but with their parents. So it was like my first time going like on my own as an adult in college. It was fun. It was one of the most fun times I've ever had. I went with 2 people who have never gone before. That was their first time going, and it was just so much. It was so much fun seeing like their faces light up and seeing some of these things. So it was great. But like I said, get there early. I really wish I would have seen the opening ceremonies, but it happens. And set a goal for yourself. Like I said, mine wasn't like, okay, I have to leave Disney right at 6 o'clock in the morning. We left the park at like 5:40 in the morning. By the time we like walked to the train, to the shuttle stop, and like we got to our car and things like that, it was 6. So that was our goal, to be on Disney property at 6 o'clock in the morning. Set goals for yourself. Like, you don't have to. Some people didn't go for all 24 hours. Just do whatever you're going to be proud about. We really wanted to go for 24 hours because Disney means so many different things to us that we thought we would be really proud of ourselves if we just stayed on Disney property for 24 hours, and we did. So I'm really proud, and I cannot believe it's over. It'll go by so much faster than you thought. Like, I remember we were like, okay, we have 4 more hours, we can do this, and then it was half an hour left, and we're just like, what the freak? Like, how did it go by that fast? So yeah, definitely set goals for yourself. The thing that I need to stress the most is that Disneyland will reach capacity. It will. So, we went to Disneyland first, did a few things there, went to California Adventure, and then went to Disneyland again. But the only reason we were able, because by the time we said that we were going to leave California Adventure to go back to Disneyland, it was at capacity and we weren't going to get let back in. But we had a fast pass for Fantasmic, because that's the new system that they do for the big like shows and things like that. We were able to ask a cast member, and like I asked a few cast members, and they were like, well, policy is that if you could get escorted over there. So we left California Adventure, and then we stopped and we asked one security guard, and like, oh, they're not going to do that anymore. No, we're not doing that anymore. No one's getting let in. So then we were about to give up, and I saw this one guy. Always ask people in a suit. They know what they're doing. But I saw this one guy in a suit, And we're like, oh, I was told that we could do this, and this guy said we couldn't, and he's like, oh no, you can do it, come on, I'll let you in. So we were allowed underneath the rope back into Disneyland, and that was the only way we were allowed to go back into Disneyland. They didn't let people back into Disneyland until almost 4 in the morning, and that's when we were leaving back to California Adventure. So I think the moral story is we should have done this California Adventure first and then went to Disneyland and just stayed at Disneyland, but we didn't do that. But if you're gonna do that, we're gonna get a fast pass for Fantasmic. There's no guarantee, or yeah, get a fast pass from Fantasmic. There's no guarantees you're gonna get let back in, or like a dining reservation there, because they'll let you back in there. There's no guarantee that you will get let back in, depending on the people who are like running it. But just try, just keep asking people, because one of them, I almost promise you, like, don't take my word for it, but I almost promise you, they will let you back in. So yeah, that was the only way we were allowed to get back into the park. So just plan and expect it to reach capacity, and expect crowds. Just expect it. And I think the last little piece, like, of advice I have to give you guys is, especially if you're planning on staying till all the way through 24 hours, you're gonna hit the wall at one point. You're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Somebody will, you will, you're gonna hit, the wall will be hit. But don't let it stop you. Just kind of take a step back and be like, okay, we can do this. We've done it for this many hours. We can do it for a few more. And just take a deep breath and keep going. Like, if you let that wall stop you, you'll regret, like, not staying for the last 4 hours or something like that. Just do it. You can do it. I believe in you all. So yeah, definitely stay for the 24 hours if you can. But if you're gonna hit that wall, don't think that's the end. Just know that you have to go past the wall. So yeah, that's my like little pieces of advice for you. Make sure you stay hydrated. But yeah, so what I did for 24-hour Disney. So I live in Riverside. We left here at like 4:30 in the morning. Well, 4:45. We should have left at 4:30. But we left here at 4:45 in the morning. We got something to eat at McDonald's. Then we went to Disneyland. And when we got there, we went to Disneyland till about, I want to say, like 3 in the afternoon. Then we went to California Adventure, and we were let back in around 9 because I kept asking. Then we left Disneyland again for good at, I want to say, 2:30 in the morning, and then we went to California Adventure and stayed there until like 5:45, 5:50 in the morning. So yeah, that's what we did. We did a lot. I'm really proud of ourselves. We did a list. We did 20 rides in total in both California Adventure and Disneyland. Most of it was in Disneyland. I think we only did like five rides in California Adventure. Yeah, we did in total 20 rides, which is amazing. I don't think you can ever do that on a normal day. We saw 4 shows. Yeah, and we saw 4 shows. We saw Fantasmic, we saw Worlds of Color, we saw Paint the Night Parade, and we saw the fireworks. So, because they were all at different times, we saw the fireworks first. That was at 9:30, and we saw it like on the side. We didn't see it we saw it by the Matterhorn. We didn't see it where like Main Street was, just because it was so packed. We saw it by the Matterhorn, which you could still see pretty much everything. You couldn't really see the castle, but they projected things onto the Matterhorn, which is really cool. So we saw it by the Matterhorn, and then we had a fast pass for Fantasmic, which is the reason why we got let back in the park. That show was at 10:45. That was really cool. I didn't really watch it that much. I had seen it Fantasmic once before at Disney World when I went there when I was like 9, yeah, or 10. But at that point my feet were really hurting, so I kind of just sat down and watched the fireworks up in the air. But I really didn't watch it that much. But everyone else did, and they really seemed to like it. Then we watched the Night Parade. That one I really wanted to see because I was a big fan of the Electrical Parade. And that one was really special to me because my friend actually was performing in it. Shout out to Tim Robinson. He actually performed in it, and I got to see him perform in it. And that was the 931. Also, that was so special for me to see my friend perform in it. I was so proud of him. Um, and then we went to DCA for um, World's Color. They had a special 3 o'clock in the morning performance of it, and that was really cool. I've never seen World's Color, so I only saw the Grad Night one. So that was really neat just to see the like World's Color, and yeah, I'm really surprised we did that much. But it was so cool because I was with my friends from college and I ran into a lot of my friends from high school there because I live like an hour away from Disneyland. So it was so much fun. I still can't believe it's over. I'm still kind of recuperating, to be honest with you. I've slept so much the past few days. Um, but it was worth it. I would go again. I don't know if any of the people that I went with would go again for 24 hours, but I definitely would go again. And I don't know, it was just so surreal. Disneyland is such my happy place. I always think about it like as my childhood, and when I go back there, I just kind of forget about all the worries. I forget about my paper my 10-page paper that I have due in like a week. I just forget about all like my struggles and my worries, and I feel like a little kid again. That I could just have fun. So if you love Disney like me, or just like are curious and want to do it, I definitely recommend doing it. I did get a little souvenir from Disney. I got the 60th anniversary pin because I had to. I had like a 50th anniversary pin. I have all the ones from all the parks at all the parks, California Adventure, Disneyland, and all the ones at Disney World. So this pin means a lot to me. But yeah, I just felt this one in particular felt really special. This 24-hour Disney Day felt really special to go to because it was Disneyland's 60th anniversary, and I felt like I was part of history. So I definitely recommend going if you even just if it's not like for the 24 hours, go this year because they're doing a lot of cool things for the 60th anniversary. And yeah, I'll try to post more videos. This is an extremely long video, but I just can't stop talking about how much fun I had. Yeah, I'll try to do more videos if I have something to talk about. I'm going to grad night. I'm in college, but I'm going to grad night with a few of my friends that are still in high school because my high school lets them bring guests. So I'm going as one of their guests for grad night in like 2 weeks. So I'm really excited, and maybe I'll do a video about that because I love Disneyland. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!